Hey friends, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be doing this spring polygel set using the Model 1's polygel kit that they have sent me. So here's what the packaging looks like. You get your little instructions and ingredients on the back, and then when you open up the polygel kit you get a little instruction manual, which is always very helpful for those who are beginning with polygel. So you get some nice pictures and also some detailed steps. You also get this free gift that they include. It's basically the flat dual forms, which are really nice because you'll see in a minute that they also include the really C-curved dual forms, which I'm not a fan of. But anyways, you also get a really pretty file. It's got like some really nice flowers on there, and you get a 100 grit side and a 180 grit side, and these are the actual plastic dual forms that you get. So these were quite thick and quite curved. I'm not sure why polygel kits still include the curved ones, since I feel like they're not as popular. If anything, they could probably put in like full cover nail tips, or like short like the short full cover nail tips as well, because I know some beginners like to start off with the shorter sets. You also get these really pretty crystals. I don't have any crystals like this. It's like a little teardrop shape, and I was really happy to see that they have a glitter in here as well, because I don't have enough glitter sometimes. Of course, you get your top and base, and you get a very interesting little bottle of slip solution. I will tell you why I think this is very interesting later on in the video. And of course you get your polygel brush. You can't do a polygel set without a brush, so this is always included in most kits. It's just your classic brush with your spatula on one end and brush on the other. So now I'm just going to quickly get onto swatching. All these polygels felt very soft from when squeezing them out of the tube. I feel like I can always get a feel for how soft or hard the polygel will be based on how easy it is to squeeze out of the tube, and also how quickly it goes shiny, if that makes sense. I feel like that gives me a pretty good indication of what I'm working with. So here are all the shades, and the last one is color changing. It goes from this beautiful jelly purple to like a clear, which I did use in this video and I thought was super pretty. So I'm starting off the nail set with some base coat. This is my peel off base, and then as that's drying I'm gonna just quickly take out the nail tips I'm using. These are the extra long clear coffin nail tips from Amazon, and I absolutely love these. I've been using these forever, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to rebuy some more of these. So I'm just sizing them up really quick. And then I'm just going to trim down some of the sides. I usually don't do this, but I've run out of the sizes I normally use, so I'm going to be trimming them down today. Then I'm taking the 6-in-1 nail gel from Born Pretty. This is basically a super thick gel that you can use to as base coat, as top coat. You can use it as builder gel. You can use it as a bunch of different things, but I love using it as base coat because I feel like it helps my nails stay on really well when I'm filing. And this also does help your nails to last longer as well, because I did try this out on someone recently and their nails have lasted about a week and a half. So this stuff is really good. I think it's just probably best to use a thicker base coat. So if you have a base coat that is thicker, or like a builder gel, maybe you could use that might work. So then I've put the base in the tips, and I'm applying those using my little Born Pretty nail lamp. I have done a review on this if you want to check it out. And then of course I'm taking down the length of my nails a little bit. I am just doing them kind of medium length, I want to say medium/long length, and I'm just using my nail tip cutters to do this. It's pretty simple. Just try to also like put your nails together in the end, like next to each other, and see if it's all with the like one length. And then I'm going in again with that Born Pretty base and applying that. Try to go really thin with this. I know it's such a thick product, but try to just scrape off as much as you can with your brush, because you don't want to like make the nail bulky or like take away from the shape. So just try to apply this really thin. and this one doesn't burn. I know some builder gels can burn, and this one does not burn at all, so it's really nice. So I'm taking that 004 shade and I'm putting some of that slip into my dampen dish, and then I'm going in with my application. So first of all, with this shade, I thought it was going to be a little bit more on the pink side, but it was definitely more like a brownier side, if that makes sense. It looked a little bit more browny in real life, but regardless, it's such a nice shade. And as soon as I started to work with this, I noticed that the polygel was really, really nice. I instantly thought of the To Be Glam polygel, which I used in a video for like beginners, and I strongly recommended that polygel for beginners because it's one of those which is like soft, but it's not sticky, and I got the exact same vibe from this, if not better, because it was just so easy to work with. And I did this nail in like no time. Like it probably took me just a couple minutes to do, if not less. But yeah, I want to say that the slip solution probably had a big like part in this, because it felt very different. Like it almost felt like an oil consistency on the brush. It wasn't evaporating, and it wasn't evaporating off of my little lint-free wipes. As you can see, usually my lint-free wipes will have the slip solution that I'm using evaporate, but this one didn't, which I found very odd, and I thought it could be why this polygel is working so well. But later on in the video, you will see that when I come to wipe away the sticky layer from the nails, that they all had like an oily residue on them. So now that I'm watching this back, although I want to recommend this to you guys, I'm not sure if I should, because I haven't I'm not sure why, if there's any oil in the slip, I'm not sure why they would do that, because it was just so weird to have such a good working polygel, but then know that the slip was like maybe contained like some oil in there or something. I don't know what it is, but it was just super weird, and I feel like these nails would lift. I haven't tested the slip out yet, but I'm very eager to, because if this polygel and slip work really well together, I think this is going to be my new favorite polygel, because it's so good. It's a good mix between a soft and a hard polygel, and it's not sticky even with slip. So yeah, I really love this polygel. It's honestly such a dream to work with, and it made my application process today just so satisfying. So moving on to the set, I'm trying to do like a French tip here, and I'm trying to build my nail bed. Unfortunately, I forgot to file my nail bed, so I'm kind of sad that the nail bed wasn't crisp, but I think I got away with it in the end. But yeah, don't forget that. Sometimes I do forget, but I just wanted to keep that part in there and just show you guys that I also make mistakes. Like I always make a mistake in most of my videos. I just cut it out because I don't think it's gonna be useful to you guys. But yeah, as you can see, I'm building that nail bed area, and I was able to do that so quickly. Even just putting like the slip on the brush to smooth it out felt so like quick and easy. I feel like that slip just kind of smoothed out the entire surface of the polygel, and it just worked wonders for me. So let me know in the comments if you've used this polygel before. I would be really eager to know if these nails last. Please do let me know. I might keep trying to use this polygel in like other videos, and trying to use it with my 91% alcohol that I use, and see if that makes a difference to the polygel. I really hope not. I really hope it's just the I really hope this is just like the formula of the polygel, but yeah, we will see. So this nail is going to be a marble nail, and this nail I'm marbling with my spatula, which is like on the other end of the polygel brush. And make sure to dip your spatula in the slip solution before you go in and do this, otherwise you can get your polygel to just move around too much, and it will disturb the marble effect you're going for. So I'm trying to marble the colors in the direction that I want my marble to be in. And I was trying to also pat the polygel, not too much actually, because otherwise it would disturb that marble, and that has happened to me before when I was starting out with polygel, where I would just go straight in and kind of pat the polygel around as I would when applying it normally to the nail. But because this one is a marble and it's going in a specific direction, you kind of want to move your polygel around in that direction, if that makes sense. As you can see, I'm not doing too much of a up and down motion. I'm kind of going with the flow of the polygel. So that's also kind of important, because last thing you want is to ruin that direction of the polygel and kind of create like a blend of all the colors, which is something I'm definitely guilty of, and it's happened to me so many times. So do bear that in mind when you are applying your polygel, and try to keep a bit of a wetter brush, so that you're not pulling your colors too much and the slip kind of just smooths over everything. So that's always been very helpful for me when I'm doing my marbles. And I was really excited for like how this nail would look in the end. I know the purple just goes from like clear to, no, from purple to clear, but I just really like to see like that change. I think it's just so satisfying, and I think it's so cool to have a nail set on where you can just like put it underwater and it would just change its color. I think that's really cool. It kind of gives off like a different effect. I feel like this would have looked really cool with like some gold foil, because once this purple went clear, it looked like the, yeah, as you can see, it looked like the gold foil would look so pretty in there. But yeah, I didn't go for the gold foil. I had to use that glitter. I thought it was just too beautiful not to use in this set. But I'm basically repeating that to the French tip nail, and I'm basically gonna try to do the same thing. I did mess this one up just a little bit. I feel like it marbled a bit too much. I feel like I should have wiped my brush off because it had a bit of that polygel in there. So I guess this is what I meant before, like just try to have your brush in some slip, and also try to have it clean as well. Try not to have like any previous gel products on there, because that kind of messes up the marbly effect. Of course, you can always go in with a dotting tool if you don't want to use the spatula. I feel like the dotting tool is a bit more precise, and it helps you get a more a bit of a better marble, a bit more of a defined marble, I guess. So yeah, you can also use a dotting tool or a toothpick or a bobby pin, just anything you have that is small and will kind of swirl these colors around well. So as you can see on this nail, the nail bed area was a little bit too thick, so I'm actually just going to leave that like that, because I'm going to file it down anyway. So yeah, as you can see, the marble kind of got too swelled together. It was a little bit annoying, but I knew I was going to add glitter to this, so it kind of, I kind of didn't mind, if that makes sense. But yeah, I did cure these marble nails for 60 seconds before moving on to the next nail. And as you can see, the other nail started to turn purple. So these colors are kind of sensitive, not the most sensitive. I guess I've worked with more sensitive polygels, but this one isn't too bad. I really like a sensitive polygel because the change is then very quick, and you can kind of like play around and mess around with it, which I find fun. But yeah, that's just me. So for this nail, I wanted to create a full glitter nail with like the purple color changing jelly polygel on top. So I didn't want my glitter to be on like a clear base, so I did add the thinnest amount of that nude color, and I'm trying to get that as thin as I can because I don't want this nail to be bulky. And I did leave that wet. I didn't like cure it or anything because I'm gonna go straight in with that glitter, and this glitter was so pretty once I put it on. Like, I just saw that blue and that pink, and I thought this was like gonna be so perfect for this look. So here I am just pressing that in. You want to try and get this layer as flat as you can, so just apply your glitter where you want it, and in the end just put a little bit of slip on your brush and kind of pat down the whole surface of the nail, and that will help you create a nice even surface, because when I'm going to cap this in clear, I don't want to have like bumpy areas on the nail. It's really important that you try to get especially the sidewalls nice and flat, because you don't want any of these chunkier glitter pieces to be sticking out or anything. You just want the nail to be nice and even, so you want to get it as flat as you can. And of course, don't forget to clean up around the nail. I feel like with this lip solution, because it was like a bit, I want to say oily, but I don't know what it actually is, but because of like the oily kind of residue it left, my cuticles were like flooded with like the slip, and it wouldn't evaporate or anything, so my cuticles were just looking shiny, and I had to keep going in with my rubbing alcohol to clean them up before I cure, because I didn't want to cure my nails with the slip solution around them, just in case there's any gel residue in the slip from my brush. So yeah, do bear that in mind. You want to keep a clean cuticle area when working, otherwise you could get lifting or something. So that's something I've always done, and I've never got lifting around my cuticles, and it's always been super helpful. So just bear that in mind and try to keep where you're working nice and neat and clean. And I'm just repeating that for the thumb. The thumb was like the most basic nail, I guess, because I don't know, I just like to keep the thumb the most simple nail. I guess it's because it's like one of the fingers you see most, so I prefer to keep that nail more towards like the basic side, I guess. I don't know, that's just kind of like how I like to do it. But you could definitely, I could have definitely done like the French tip nail here and kind of match the thumb and the index, but I just decided to keep it simple. So yeah, just applying that polygel. Again, this stuff was so lovely to work with. Again, don't forget to let me know in the comments if you've used the Model 1 slip and the polygel, and if it's lasted, because I'm really eager to find out. And yeah, just don't forget to comment that if you have used it. So here's me applying the glitter. I did forget to apply it with the polygel, so I just, after curing that, I did just go in with some of the base coat that comes with the kit, and I used that as my little glue, and I'm applying that on the nail and then sticking the glitter right on top, and it worked just fine. I didn't have to worry about the glitter sticking up too much, although it wasn't very even, because I will be encapsulating the nails, so I thought it's probably better to do it now rather than later. I'm happy I remembered, because I kind of had forgot. I was just focusing on I was watching like a YouTube video, so I was getting a little bit distracted. But yeah, here's me encapsulating. I'm using the Manicure clear polygel, and I do want to say I feel like the slip solution made the Manicure clear like almost the same consistency as the Model 1's polygel that I use. So I feel like the slip solution does play a role in how easy it is to kind of like work with this polygel. Again, I'm not too sure on that, but it could have just been my room. It might have just been a little extra warm today. But yeah, this polygel, the clear polygel, I felt like was a lot softer to work with. I'm not sure if you can tell, but yeah, this was also super nice to work with, and I feel like I'm definitely going to try out this slip with like my other polygels and see if it does the same thing to them, just so I can confirm if it's the polygel that's good or if it's the slip. So yeah, here's me quickly just showing you guys how I'm doing that, because this video was getting so long, and you guys said you wanted to see me do my polygel application in real time more, because it's more relaxing. So I decided to just keep that in for you guys and just speed up some of the parts like the clear encapsulation. So here's where I'm rubbing off the sticky layer, and I'm noticing that oily residue, and I'm like stopping it every now and just checking it out. Can you see how my skin around my cuticles is like shiny? Yeah, it's like so weird. But anyway, I had to change out my lint-free wipe and wipe down my nails with my rubbing alcohol. Now you can see they're nice and matte, and that shiny residue has gone. So now I'm just filing using their file. Their file felt very good. I'm not sure if it's better than the one I'm using, because I love a good like gritty solid file. So yeah, this file was definitely nice to work with, but I feel like it could have been a little bit better. I'm not too picky about the files that come with the Polygel kits, because I usually prefer to use my own, like buy a pack of my own that I really like, because I feel like the shaping part of my nails is like a huge part for me, because I love to get my shaping perfect, if not close to perfect. And don't forget to buff. Buffing is super important, especially with this set. I feel like the file wasn't that great, so I feel like the buffing helped with that a little bit. And then I wiped away the dust. I did also go and wash my hands because of the oily residue. I wasn't sure if it was still there or not, but I went to wash my hands anyway. And now I'm doing a quick layer of top coat. The Model 1's top coat is like a little bit thicker than the Macquart's top coat, and I prefer a thicker top coat. I love the Macquart top coat, but I do appreciate it when brands try to like put in a top coat that is a little bit thicker, because I feel like it protects your nail design a lot more, and it also creates a smoother surface because it's thick. It kind of glides over the imperfections a little bit more and fills in those little imperfections, like unevenness. So yeah, this is me quickly applying nail decorations, and the cuticle oil, very important. But don't forget to massage this in really well. And this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. I absolutely love these nails. The flowers did change color, which was a little bit annoying. I tried to get it to change back, but it was just taking too long. So yeah, sorry about that. They are supposed to be pink, and this is what they look like after the color change. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.